Silver Surfer Ghostlight, issue number 2. So I reviewed issue number 1, and now I'm finally getting to talk about issue number 2. And I have more comic reviews coming up later this week if you guys are a big fan of me reviewing these comic books, which I think most of my audience seems to be, because I've been reviewing them. They've been doing pretty decent. So this one, in this one right here, we see that these characters' uncle or whatever, he's awoken, and Silver Surfer has to calm him down. He's freaked out, and then once he's freaked out, the Silver Surfer reintroduces himself to the family. They start kind of explaining where he's been all this time, but there's also clear some details are missing. His memory's very hazy. This very neat looking and very cool looking, well drawn like backstory sequence, so we got to get him in the Silver Surfer's backstory, and it's pretty interesting stuff. Not going to spoil all that for you. And then you get these Cronenberg Lovecraftian-esque monsters coming out of nowhere, taking over the summer camp, and now Silver Surfer and this other character, which is the kid's uncle, are now having to take them out. And what exactly that means, I don't know. And then also we get a hint that the kids might have similar powers to their uncle, possibly. And that's a really interesting story. I don't really know too much about the Silver Surfer. As I mentioned in my last review, the only thing I know about the Silver Surfer is from the animated show that they did in the 90s. And that's it. And this animated show is basically the same origin as the comics and stuff. It's very like straight one-to-one. And so this gives you kind of the origin of like, yeah, he worked with Galactus. He had to go and destroy Earth. But this is a very different story and what that means and stuff. I'm curious to see where this story goes. I really like the art here. And I really enjoy the character dynamics here too. Look at that. Cool cover though. I love that cover of them like fighting. Which is also very weird though as a cover, because they don't actually fight in the sky in the comic at all. I feel like the cover should be representative of something that happens in the book. But they do fight for a second, but not like this. Also, it makes it look more painful, but maybe it's a hint to something that will happen later in the comic, where these two will end up being enemies and having one of them will have to destroy the other. Unfortunately, I'm curious. I don't know. But and also there's kind of an explanation why this story is called Ghostlight in the story that I don't want to spoil for you, that I think was interesting. And I just think it was a cool story, and I'm really excited to see what happens. So subscribe to my channel. When issue number 3 drops, I'll have a review out, and we'll be talking about it here on the channel. Let me know your thoughts, like, and subscribe. See you guys next time.